aware of the negative energy that you're bringing into the room on today's Think Share. Hello and welcome to Think Share. My name's Zach. I'm here to bring to you. I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to It Doesn't Belong in Math Class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. I was just reading this article that was about murder. The reason I started reading was that I just looked down at the newspaper. It looked interesting, but I thought it was going to be more about the greatness of a person and kind of how sad it was that their life ended. And as I kept reading through it, it turned out to be more of a domestic violence situation, and learned about all the pains and problems and kind of the sadness of how it ended, but not about the positive. I went to just go be with my wife. You know, I wanted to read the article, but at the same time I didn't want to just sit alone in a room when I could be hanging out with her. So I brought the article up to my room where she was and just sat next to her and read it. And as I was going through, I read the whole thing and got to the point where I was just like really sad and really down and like just sad. I said to myself, I finished reading the article and I was just, I don't even know what I said, but she's like, wow, you just really brought like a black cloud in this room. And I was like, yeah, I did. I'm so sorry. Then I went to leave because I was like, I gotta go like clean up some dishes downstairs and put the newspaper back. And she's like, you really just kind of left me, like you totally brought down my mood and my, like there's just this black cloud in here now. And I was like, wow, I did not realize I would have that kind of impact. So what I wanted to share with you really is, I think so often the reason that rubbernecking exists on the road is because bad things happen, car crashes happen, people die, people get injured, and we slow down to watch it. When we go to watch the news, the first three, that if there's a murder that happened, it's never second or third on the news, it's first. Whenever we're listening or reading about news, there's almost always bad news is going to come first. It's not often that we hear all good news. When you listen to the world news on ABC, the very end of it is positive to kind of keep you coming and leave a good taste in your mouth at the end, but it always starts negative. I want you to consider, as you continue sort of consuming all this media, whether it be reading, listening, watching, ask yourself, who is this turning me into? And is this who I want to be? Is this who I want to give to the people in my environment? Do I want to hear more about the sad story, and do I want to continue to give it to other people? Because I think vibes are a real thing. When people say good vibes, oh, this guy gives off really good vibes, this person gives off bad vibes, I think it's sort of a subconscious feeling that we get all the time about these vibes. I think they're real. We really need to be concerned about what kind of vibes we're bringing into the world, because you know how they say one of the most contagious things is a smile. You can make other people smile. The other thing is sadness and bringing a black cloud with you everywhere you go. The best way we can do to curb that is consider what kind of media we want to watch. Do we want to watch the news, or do we want to search YouTube videos that are about the things we want to hear? Do we want to watch TED Talks, or do we want to read about news articles of people dying? So I know that after this experience, I'm going to continue staying away from the newspaper. I'm just going to read the sports section, because the front headliners are rarely positive, and I'm more interested in being a positive influence on the people in my life rather than a negative one. I hope this helps the people that find themselves bringing others down and being down a lot themselves. Ask yourself, what can you be watching or consuming? Let me know in the comments, what are the things you plan on consuming more of because you want to bring that to the people around you. Hope this is useful. If you enjoyed this and you want more, I invite you to subscribe, hit the bell if you want notifications every day I come out with something new. Thank you for watching. Stay weird.